1 0.
Welcome to the Redwood Voice cast.
Whoa.
I can't.
I can't.
Persephone can't.
What are we gonna do?
You are not Cecil Baldwin from Welcome to Night Vale. You will never be Cecil from Welcome to Night Vale.
Elliot, no.
Elliot.
He's lost an
Christina
arm.
actually helped make it.
You killed our baby boy. He's dead.
We should make Elliot.
Gwen, you're one to talk about
I've
Elliot.
never done anything wrong in my entire life.
We should make Elliot an icon so we can.
We do.
We
I'm
have
actually
the
going to put him in
photo.
the...
Yes.
Got the photo.
As I was saying before, Gwen had to go and make herself the protagonist. Christina made a very lovely image, and I made it into an avatar.
I portrayed Elliot and his...
So now we can portray him being harmed by Gwen's constant swearing.
Every
I
time
like
a
to
swear word is
harm.
heard,
He
his
loses a
hat
finger.
gets smaller.
His hat gets smaller.
I like how we're in just like the update log. I'm Persephone Rose.
I'm Christina.
Hi, I'm Eleni.
Can you add a little more saliva to your mouth, please?
I'm sorry, okay. I get nervous and my throat closes up, and then my voice gets scratchy, and then I get more nervous because I sound bad, so my voice gets more scratchy, and my throat closes up further, and I get more nervous.
I do the same. You just gotta not. You just gotta phase
You just
through.
gotta not.
You just gotta not feel.
Vicious cycles.
So, I am the failure to be the son my father always wanted, and so he got a daughter.
Okay. I love it. Well, we're joined today with ourselves in this great day, in this great time. It's another episode. It's episode 11.
Is it?
It is. How's everyone doing today?
It's one of those days.
It is one of
Yeah.
those days.
My coworkers mentioned sushi, and now I want sushi really bad, but I can't get sushi because
I'm
there's no sushi in
sorry.
Crescent City, and they mentioned
There's
sushi.
There's sushi.
Because they hate me.
Okay.
They closed the sushi place.
Is it closed?
They
Yeah.
did. They shut it down. They locked the
going-
doors. Like, gone forever.
I also
I'm
said
going
that
to
wing was
down.
closed too.
That's what that's called.
Yeah, Wing was
Yeah,
closed
Wing was
like a month
closed.
ago.
Are you sure?
And they're
Yeah,
kind
they're-
of debating if they're gonna open back up or
It's
not.
like 50-50 if they're gonna open back up.
I hate this place. I'm so glad I'm moving. Oh my god.
No crab rangoons.
I know, I can't have my
This is
crab
why I tip at the
raccoons.
dispensary,
My
because if we
crab
lose them...
rangoons.
I don't think you understand. I am obsessed
Is
with
King
crab
Cow
raccoons.
still
Oh
open?
no, I love
Is what?
seafood. I
Is
feel
Kim
you.
Cow still open?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really successful. They're not gonna close.
They're really successful.
They have good food. I like them.
I got their Thai food yesterday, and like, okay, we have a running thing where I ask for spicy food, and they're like, okay, white girl. So every time they make it progressively
Are you just
spicier,
stealing my story?
every time they make it progressively spicier, and it's like painful, and I'm like, I won't give in.
the
I won't
opposite.
give in.
Oh,
I won't give in. I won't show fear.
Single time I order from Kin Cow, and I've confirmed that this is true. I'll go in and I'll ask for the max spice because I like spicy food, and they see me, a white lady, and go, "We'll give her a 3." That's the 5 for, and like I get it, but I'll be like, "No, it's okay, 5." And
See, I've been a long-time customer, so they're just trying to kill me.
why would they try to kill a long-time customer if they're a small business?
Because they
Because
want to
they're
weed out.
spiteful.
They want to weed out the weak links
But-
and like make sure that if I'm like getting closer to their prestigious organization, that I am a powerful individual.
They feel threatened.
I've had their 5s, and I know what that's like. And
Not
they give me the
threatened. They
3s.
are testing me.
And one time they were reading back our orders, and even though I told them I wanted the number 5 spice, they read back the 3 because they wrote 3 instead.
They're like,
And I
"No."
just had to go, that's what I said.
I don't know if any of y'all have watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but it reminds me of the skit where he's like, you gotta count to 5, and he's like, 3, and then the guy's like, no, sir, 5.
No.
It's the holy hand grenade. Count to 5.
I remember that.
You know what else I remember? That we have Redwood Voice projects to talk about. Segway.
Maybe.
Except for Christina, who, as far as we know, you are in the same spot as the last episode.
Yeah.
Because you've been in your last 2 weeks of your other job, and so you just get into. I just punched the microphone.
Show it
fully.
who's boss.
Just really.
Abusive.
Yeah, no.
It's my thing.
been stuck at home because of that little rock slide going on, so
That's
can't
fun.
exactly go to work if there's no way to get to work.
That is fun.
But today,
Swim to work.
I just punch. Why am I so angry today? I'm just.
you guys are so violent. But today is officially my last day at my old job that I can't go to because of said rock slide. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's worked out and you're stuck with us.
Yeah.
Forever and ever, forever and ever and
Let's see.
ever.
Let's go through the segments before we keep. I tried to walk in today to like see how everyone's doing, and I walk in and Gwen just looks at me and she goes, "Pepsi, a Pepsi, a
Pepsi. Pepsi.
and
Pepsi.
Persephone,
It's because she's
you're
wearing a
tired.
Pepsi necklace.
I'm not. It's the lesbian flag.
It's
The lesbian
You're
version
making me
of
say
the
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Low key, it does kind of like. I'm
It's
sorry.
not
I'm
you.
sorry. It does
Not
kind of look like
you.
a very
It's the
sun-faded
Pepsi.
logo.
It's the Pepsi
You-
logo, but
You
lesbianified.
love Pepsi so much.
I'm
you,
sorry.
You want Pepsi. You want Pepsi so bad it makes you look stupid.
Pepsi sponsor us.
Well, I guess my
No
project-
Pepsi, don't sponsor us.
We don't want your sponsors because
Coca-Cola only.
yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
To the Pepsi store.
So I did some projects since the last time we did one of these. The first episode of Queer Coven Radio is out. It's unlisted. It's going through a sniff test thing, but it exists, and that means I hate that I say sniff test so much, but that's all I know. It's like an editorial. I hate the in-sync sniffs. So the first episode out, it's 8 minutes of me just explaining what the show is with some fun ambience, and then the next episode will be an actual interview. I'm sure one of you, at least, if not all of you, will be on episodes.
I would love
Yes.
I very,
As you
very
know.
much. I don't use the label witch, but I do enjoy doing things that witches do and cohabitating with fellow witches and doing things which could be labeled witchcraft and learning about witchcraft.
Basically, that is something that is happening now. And I think I had mentioned it in the episode, but my inspiration for it is like, we on KFUG have had a lot of just white dudes who preach as a show.
Merca.
So, like, what if we have a queer witch show, just some random 21-year-old pagan who's just kind of just doing a thing?
to. I mean, why not?
Like, yeah, right?
If we have the option to do it, might as
Talk
well.
We're
Wow.
coming to you live, polluting your good Christian community with our satanic values.
I mean,
We're
that's
talking
why-
about various subjects. The witchiness is more of the theme, or like an indicator of the themes that I'll be talking about.
Yeah.
It's mostly a queer show of news, media.
I feel like we
various
could
things
really
happening.
talk about like women's history and like culture with regards to spirituality and how the label of witch and also a lot of the persecution against people who are oftentimes falsely labeled
Yes,
witches.
You've beat me to the description of my own show. I love it.
I'm gonna keep going, you don't interrupt me. Was based in the Christian desire to control all medical and spiritual access, and was based more in a need to control spirituality and people's access to safety and resources and knowledge than it was in any genuine belief that these people were dangerous.
Look forward to conversations like that on Queer Coven Radio, which will be on the Redwood which will be on the Redwood Voice YouTube channel, and we'll get an airtime on KFUG whenever I figure that out.
I just saw that out of like the corner of my eye.
And in related news, last thing from me, I have an accountability quarter in the works for one Lucinda Jackson. I can't be bothered to learn her name. She is, I think I told you guys about this. The Humboldt Board of Soups has elected to their Human Rights Commission a lady, Lucinda Jackson, who represents an anti-LGBTQ church.
I think she's also a TERF too.
She's a big, the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, those kind of like are like overlapping.
Yeah, that's why that's the label that's been used to her the most. Already trying to pass bills to like take out taxpayer money to assist in trans medical care. Already, and she is set to be appointed to that position. It's kind of just going to happen, I think. So we need to kind of get the word out, and that's what Accountability Corner will do. Last one I did was on Roger Gitlin. You guys know Roger Gitlin.
Who doesn't?
Can I speak real quick? If you don't mind my topical interjection, since we were just talking about alternative religion, heathenism, pre-paganism, pre-Christian religions, it's worth noting that a lot of anti-gay and anti-trans sentiment is rooted specifically in Christian values, which were centered around creating a completely nuclear group of people who existed only to reproduce, to provide fodder for various religious imperialistic dynasties centered around Christianity, not just as a religion, but as a resource for the propagation of their power.
So look forward to that.
But
And then that's all from me. Christina, you're still joining us. We're getting to know who you are.
Yeah.
You're just a lovely, cool new member, and we're glad to have you on the show. Eleni, projects.
I think my next project is to just take the D&D, the recreational therapy project, and
For those who may not have listened, maybe someone's listening who hasn't heard that bit.
It's a fun thing where we talk to John Degler, aka JD, about how he's
Local
getting
radio host and
yeah,
community member.
how he's getting trained to do recreational group therapy, D&D, which is Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a fun, funky little thing. If y'all haven't watched the video yet, you should watch it. It's on our YouTube channel.
You can find our YouTube link on our link tree, linktr.ee/Redwood Voice. I'm staring Gwen straight in the eye because she hates advertisements.
It's fun.
I do hate advertisement.
But I'm gonna take that and kind of make it more relevant to like a global level instead of just locally, because right now it's more a local
Learning how to
thing.
widen the lens of a story.
Yeah, just kind of tweak it a little bit.
That's right, Eleni.
I've always found it interesting that Dungeons and Dragons are associated, because, like, a dragon is a really huge animal that can usually fly. So, like, why would it enter an enclosed environment where its mobility and range is severely limited?
That's where its hoard is. Where all its
Okay,
treasure.
but that's stupid.
Where it's all its hoards and its treasure, Gwendolyn.
That's stupid. In
If you read the lore books,
historical myths, actually, most dragons in actual mythology that went from nerd lived in mountain passes or valleys.
Gwen, tell me about your crabs.
So I got them from Persephone.
I got them from Jessica.
Yeah, from Jess.
Who got them from Jessica?
I'm
Okay.
not involved in. I don't have crabs in this equation.
You
It's your
were
crabs.
one of the people who guided and assigned the story and helped me
I
start with
guided you
it.
to the crabs.
This is exactly what I wanted when I wanted a new job.
right.
You caused the crabs. So anyway, okay. First off, I apologize for sounding like a frog. I'm very tired, and when I'm tired, I sound like a mid-2000s goth girl trying really hard. Anyway, I'm writing a piece about the shortage of Dungeness crab off the Pacific Northwest coast.
Guys, we did it. That's another episode of the Redwood Voice cast.
That's it.
Or at least that's all our project stuff. But we have more segments if you want to get into them.
Fun stuff. I just smacked the shit out of my microphone and
Yeah.
y'all missed it.
Beating up the microphones and cussing.
It's a weird day.
Elliot's hat got smaller.
Yeah, Elliot's just hyperventilating.
Elliot's entering anaphylactic, meltdown.
Anytime he hears a swear, his ginormous hat just shrinks, because that's where his he gets his power from, is his paperboy hat.
We're going different directions. I was gonna say, does anyone have Elliot's EpiPen?
even though none of us are men, Elliot's sitting there please, sir. Please, sir.
Why can't you only say "sir" in that voice?
Because it's a classic thing.
Can't say "mum."
Mum.
Are you his mum?
Mum.
Are you? Are you
maybe.
both British and a mother?
Maybe. I'll kill you. Well, if you want to really reflect how weird today is, I think there's no better way to do it than look at today's headlines.
Or look at
Yes.
Persephone's face.
The biggest thing that's still getting live updates is Tiger Woods was injured in a car crash.
What?
I got in a car crash and he's got big leg injuries going on.
Wow. How will he ever golf again?
He can golf from a wheelchair, it's fine.
Well, yeah, they have the golf carts.
I thought you were just gonna
He could just
say.
lean out of the golf cart and just...
Holy
They'll
cheat on his
drive
wife. I know that was a big thing.
That was.
He's a golfer who likes to cheat and then has bad texting skills.
When you said big leg injuries, my brain for some reason thought you were just gonna leave off at big leg, which was a condition that was
Tiger
so
Woods suffered
rare.
serious injuries to both his legs after a single vehicle
Both
rollover
his
crash
legs.
Tuesday morning.
He suffered big leg.
Wait, it's getting live updates, but it's Tuesday. But it's
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
I mean, they might still be updating with, how severe it is kind of thing.
You're
Probably
British.
still
You're
on
British
the
mother.
polls,
You have to say Tuesday.
Here's what we know about
Tuesday.
Tuesday and that.
Tuesday.
On Tuesday,
Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
CNN, who this is coming from, has stopped covering, but this is what they know.
Tuesday and it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
What do they know?
Right,
Here's what they know, isn't it?
Right, what's this
Woods'
then?
2021 Genesis was going downhill on a winding road and crossed the median before crashing and... Oh, he crashed into a curb and then just turned over.
Oh my god, so he literally just played himself.
By Jove, he had a severe accident in the
This was also
lorry.
like 7:12 in the morning.
He played himself.
What a bad way to start.
The universe really just went, no.
Just
They
not
weren't
today. sorry.
life-threatening injuries, and he was able to communicate and was conscious, but he was not able to stand on his own power. There's an investigation going on that said the airbags in the vehicle deployed, and Woods was wearing a seatbelt. I don't know why they're investigating. He hit a curb.
What, did they think it was an attempt assassination?
I mean,
An enemy golfer.
not to put that into the universe, but like, I would totally assassinate.
Okay, even better. The sheriff said this likely saved his life, that he was wearing a seatbelt. It appears that Woods' vehicle was going at a relatively greater speed than normal, adding that there were no skid marks or signs of braking before he was just kind of going.
So,
They think he
what it seems
overestimated
like was, seems like he wanted to kill himself.
Because it's a curve. Like, you would... That's not the way that you would do that.
Some people are stupid, though.
Gas.
Tiger Woods gives me head empty vibes.
I'm head empty.
I think he was in his car that came out this year. It's a 2021 vehicle. He was just going fast, and he was just like, wow, I sure do love golf. Cheating on my wife.
And golf.
Golf. This big car is so fast.
This curb's looking mighty scrumptious.
This is what a road looks like, right? And then he broke both of his legs.
Do you think maybe he saw like a patch of grass and was like, that would be nice to hit like a driver off?
That's what he was. Wait, that's why they were investigating. On the curb, there was one of those little things.
Wait, okay,
theory.
theory, true crime theory. What if an enemy golfer was like putting out his car to like distract his vision and cause a crash?
Well, legally, we can goof about this because he's totally alive. He's fine. Well, unless the injuries are really bad, in which case.
Like a golf sniper, like putting so hard the golf ball like rips through his window and strikes him in a vital place, and he can no longer control the vehicle. Attempted hit.
I love it.
I love it.
There's some good news. The single-dose Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine is determined safe. FDA is approved,
nice.
so...
Unlike their baby powder,
Oh my god.
which killed my grandmother.
I'm just gonna leave this article so we can change the topic. Oh my god. Mount Etna blew up. Mount Etna's latest eruptions are even those who study volcanoes.
Girl power.
Europe's most active volcano has odd, even-seasoned volcanologist in recent days. Imagine you live, like, the life that you have lived, and you're like, hi, I'm a volcanologist. I study mountains that explode with fire.
An icon.
And
That's
that's
like
my
life
job.
goals.
As a job description, sounds really cool. But volcanologist, just am I saying that right?
Volcanologist.
It
Yeah.
sounds so weird.
I thought it
Sounds
was
like you're saying Vulcan.
I,
a little bit.
I thought it was supposed to be volcanology, but they spell it
Volcan.
Vulcan. Maybe Vulcan is more
I have
like
the hiccups.
fire-based. Volcanology is something else, I think. I'm saying that based off of nothing.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
So that happened.
Fun fact for you about volcanoes. The eruption of Krakatoa and large volcanoes like it is the only terrestrial source of a shockwave of sound so loud that could be heard around the world.
So we said that, we said girl boss volcano, but it's kind of sounded different. For over a week, Etna has been belching lava, ash, and volcanic rocks on a regular basis. She's not.
We
having
love
a
that
good
for her.
time.
We love that for her.
She's just living her best life.
No, ooh, she's not. She's
You're like quite the
facing
opposite.
Girl
the
boss.
consequences of that very thing.
girl boss building her empire.
Referring to the overnight.
I thought we were doing noises.
Volcanologist Boris Bendke.
That is a
The
volcanologist's
National
name.
Institute's Etna Observation Center has followed the latest paroxysm. This article's dumb. I'm closing it. There's gonna read horoscopes.
horoscopes, and it's fun because we only need to pull up 2.
Except I'll also be pulling up Pisces, who you guys have been
yes.
making fun. My partner Lindy started listening to the show, and it's actually their birthday today. Happy birthday, darling.
Birthday.
Ew, you're a Pisces.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna kill you, but first I'm gonna give you your horoscope, because both Gwen and Christina are the same. They're both Tauruses.
Best sign.
I agreed.
You're known to be kind-hearted. However,
Great.
being taken advantage of can happen as a result. It's important for you to trust your instincts to prevent this from happening. If what you hear doesn't match your feelings, trust your feelings. If you think you're being used, try to move past
I
it.
feel hungry.
Be a real shame if resentment permanently approached your giving nature. Oh, squelched your giving nature. I misread that. And the Aquarius horoscope, you may want to
Boo.
You may want to learn about something to...
Okay, fish.
Oh, wait, that's you and me. I was
Yes.
going to say, isn't that you? But no.
It's us.
It's us.
Glaring at
How-
Gwen over there. You're like, wait.
Yeah, I just like to glare at you because I want to harm you.
You sound so unsure.
You aren't true best friends unless you want to harm the other person.
You know? So, Eleni,
Yes.
you may want to learn about something today.
No, I don't. Head empty.
At work and home, there's a set schedule of what you must tend to and when.
Is there a lady?
On your own time, you're free to research anything your heart desires. Intellectual growth is something you enjoy, so why not spend time online or in the library
Lies.
finding out more about your favorite things? Whether cooking or genealogy, you'll find something new.
Lies. Head empty. I know
Why
nothing.
Going into a Guy Fieri impersonation. And Pisces
Now time for the
Lindy,
worst
who
sign
everyone-
that ever
I
existed.
thought you were doing Bill and Ted, like, totally radical.
To be fair, I've never met a Pisces woman or like non-binary person. I've only met Pisces
They're a
men.
sweet-hearted, non-binary Pisces.
And Pisces men are the absolute worst, like most manipulative, like victim mindseted sign to exist. You cannot prove me wrong.
At all men Pisces.
At all men Pisces.
I'm just saying, the Pisces horoscope does start with, if you happen to meet new people today, Pisces, be careful. Some folks appear interesting because they're bold or dangerous. Perhaps they do things you'd never dream of doing.
Because Pisces are pussies.
Elliot doesn't know what that is, so he doesn't react.
It's a kitty cat. It's a compliment. We
Seem
love cats.
interesting, but it can lead to trouble and hurt you if you aren't careful.
Oh, my bro's killing me.
This is more of an omen than the other two.
Lindy, I'm sure you're a wonderful
Stick to
person.
your usual standards and
okay.
ethics. If danger excites you too much, it may be time to examine your life and change things. What a fun birthday wish. Happy birthday, hon.
Happy
Ooh.
birthday to
Ah.
you.
We can't say you live in a zoo because you're a fish and you live in an aquarium.
Fish can be in zoos.
Can
It's
they?
a water zoo.
Those are called aquariums.
There's
I
fish
think
in
they're
like
called
zoos.
aquariums.
It's a liquid zoo.
Liquid zoo.
Liquid
Again, those are called aquariums.
Some kind of aqua zoo. You could even say
An aquarium.
an aquarium.
No, there's liquid zoos and there's terrariums. Zoos are just big terrariums.
Zoos are just
You're an
big
idiot.
terrariums. I mean, what a bold yet controversial thing to say.
Are
Well,
we squaring up?
I'm not gonna lie, my head hurts, so I'm down to end this episode whenever.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think it's time.
I'm
Let's
taking
see
a
you.
break from the frog boys because I'm hungry.
We'll see you next week, because everyone's hungry.
We're all hungry.
Stay tuned. Whoa.
Ooh, woo.
Great flash.